the Bear and Cheryl Show, Canada Day edition. In these unprecedented times, Bear and I decided that we were going to rock out the Bear and Cheryl Show with a little Canada Day festivities. And maybe to counter the stuff that's going on in CBC. CBC used to be good, you know. It's kind of like BBC, but in Canada. So I got my Canada Day hat and my I Am Canadian Canada Day shirt. So I think Bear and I are rocking the house a little bit because unfortunately there is not going to be Canada Day celebrations. And to add insult to injury, it's raining again. So Bear and I thought, what could we do to brighten our day and the days of the people who do subscribe? Thanks, you guys. I really do put effort into this, you know. So I did for about 4 years, and might have this year, depending, I don't know. Stuff's going on. Taught a wonderful group of kids from China. And they literally would come, and it was part of a event that they would win from their school. And they would get to come to Canada, and they would get to see me and the wonderful Louise and the wonderful Lucy, who taught the class. But of course, with the COVID virus situation, there's no way that any Chinese kids are coming. Unfortunately, or that we could have that, or that even the schools were open because we taught it at UBC, University of British Columbia. So it's sad. And we wish that so much that we could do that, but they can't come, they can't leave the country. So we have decided not to do it this year, but I wanted to share because it's weird not to be buying Canada Day festivities and not to be buying, toys and games and things for them because they just were so happy with it. They were so grateful, and it was such a lovely time sharing the beautiful country with them because they were so happy. So I decided to do one of the things that we would do on the very first day, which was very successful, was read a book that I always read and that I kept. They reissued it, but I'm really unhappy with the way they reissued it. I'm a book person. So this is the original I Am Canada book, which is really out of print, right? So you can't even get it. So, Bear, rock the house. Always liked it. What's your best side? Let's see. No, there he is. There he is. So we are going to read this for you. It's kind of a Bear's Book Corner, but Canada Day edition. So, and this is what it says on the back. I am Canada. I am quiet. I am curious. I am friendly. I am funny. Who is Canada? All of us. Us Canadian people. Yeah. And they've got the most beautiful illustrations you have ever seen. It's literally falling apart. That's how many times I've used it. I am Canada. And, can't buy another one. So, we'll just do what we can do. I run. I swim. Well, I used to do those things. I skate. I dance. Hockey. Women's hockey. Pretty much exclusively. Haley Wickenheiser. Right on. I skim over the snow in my toboggan. I have space. Yeah. I read. I learn. I draw. I dream. We can do all those things in Canada. Well, let's hope we can keep doing all those things in Canada. Right on. I stay out late and see the northern lights. I have time. So this is hopefully a Canada that we're going to come back to. I'm hoping. I watch. I watch. Yeah. I touch. I listen. I make up my mind. And you know what? We ought to make up our mind. But what we want. But what we want our country to be. I decide to build a castle. And I used to live next to the sea. So I can remember that very well. I am free. And I think freedom is very important. And I think that sometimes we take it for granted. We don't quite realize how it feels not to be. So we got to cherish that freedom, people, right? I am Canada. I am cool in summer and cozy in winter. I am springy in the spring and floppy in the fall, also known as autumn. I eat pizza and pierogies and peppers. Well, not me personally. I have allergies, but you know, some people. I eat meatballs and muffins and mangoes. I am friendly. And I'm funny. And anybody who knows me at all, I am bloody hilarious. And I am quiet and curious. So I am Canada. I enjoy. I explore. I explain. I share. I sing. I celebrate. Happy Canada Day, everybody. 153. I am Canada. So, that is this beautiful book, I Am Canada. And Bear and I just want to say that there has been some unprecedented times. And we are sore afraid sometimes at the way the world is going. But you know what? God is here. And He knows. And it's all for every good thing. So that's what I would say, and Bear and I would say, is that we're all in this together. Let's remember that. And keep keeping on. I am Cheryl. And this is Bear. We are Canadian.